Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. This is a little baby blanket that I crocheted a while ago. The tutorial is available and I'll pop the link in the description box below. One of my subscribers had asked how you might make a cushion cover using this design. So today I'm going to just show you the simplest way that I would do it, and I had initially thought I might make this central sort of the little joins here a little more compact. I had a go at that, it didn't work, so I'm just going to use US terminology today and go ahead and show you how I'd make a cushion cover using this design. So I made 4 squares based on the original design. The only difference is instead of popping half double crochets here in this edging, I popped a row of single crochets, and then around the edge I did some half doubles, and I changed it up slightly here by adding an extra border of single crochets around the edge. All you do is pop a single crochet in the corner, 2 chains and a single, but when you're doing the half double round you put 2 half doubles, 2 chains, 2 half doubles. So make your squares however you like, and this technique should work to join. As I say, today I'll be using the US terminology. So if you begin in any corner and do a single crochet, a standing single crochet. We've worked on standing double crochets in the past. However, today we're just going to do a standing single crochet, which means start off with the loop on your hook and then insert your hook and just yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, just as you would an ordinary single crochet, like so. So you've done your single crochet in the corner. Now you need to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in the next stitch. And you do this all the way down the side. Chain 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet. So I'll meet you when you reach the next corner. So when you're almost at the final corner, skip the final 3 and pop a single crochet in there, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet back in the same space. This is the corner space, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3 and single crochet. Again down this side, skipping 3, chaining 3 and popping a single crochet in the 3rd stitch along. So just continue this down to the end and I'll meet you there. So when you get to the final corner, skip 3, single crochet into that final corner and then just chain 1. Now this is how it's looking. You've got some little 3 chain loops down here. We need to join on the next side, and to do that we just I think it's probably easiest to do it like this. Just insert your hook through there, pick up your loop again and do a single crochet, and then chain 1, and then underneath here we're going to remove our hook from the loop and then pop it back on, pull it through and chain 2. and then skip 3 on this side, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet. Then chain 1, again remove your hook, and then insert it in the next loop on the corresponding side, pop the loop back on your hook, pull through and chain 2. Again, skip 3 on this one, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet. So you do this all the way down, chain 1, remove your hook, find the next loop along, and just insert your hook, pop the loop back on, pull through and chain 2. And this is how it's looking. Okay, so I'll meet you when you get up to this central point here. So as you approach this corner here, you've done your final set of chains, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the corner, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet back into the corner, and don't join these at all. We're going to join them at the end with a little stitch, and that gives the neatest finish. Okay, so what we need to do now is work down this side exactly as we did here and join on the next square just as we've just done now, working down here and up there, and then we do our 5 chain loop. Okay, so I'll meet you in a second. So once you've worked all the way down here and popped your single crochet in the corner, which is going to be the side of the cushion, chain 1, and then we're just going to join again another little square in. And to do that, we're just going to, we've chained 1, just insert your hook in here and then do a single crochet. Sorry, I'll just repeat that. It's easier to do it like this. However, just pop a single crochet in there. It doesn't really matter which way round you go. And then turn your work however it's comfortable for you to start working down this side now. So chain 1, remove your hook, find that first 3 chain loop, pop your loop back on your hook, pull it through and chain 2, and then skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in there. Chain 1, remove your hook, the next 3 chain loop along, and you just continue until you get to the center of your pillow. Okay, so I'll meet you at the center. So when you reach the center, do your single crochet. That does come a little bit loose there. And then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet. Now, some techniques when they're using this, and when I also used it on the other tutorial, suggest linking in here with a little chain, etc. We're going to do a little tiny sewing stitch just here when we've finished, and I think it gives a better finish. Okay, so now all you do is work down this side with your 3 chain loops and just join on exactly as you have before, this final square, and then a 5 chain loop there, join to absolutely nothing, and then continue down here, joining in as you go. Okay, so I'll meet you when you've finished all that, and we will look at popping a little stitch in here and then doing the actual border. So this is how the centre will look. You'll have your 5 chain loops just there, and you'll have worked your final side. And if you look here, it's just slightly different because you don't have a little stitch there. So all you need to do, once you've popped your last single crochet in the final corner, just, let's have a little look here, just pop a slip stitch in this first single crochet just here. Just turn your work around and pop a little slip stitch in there, and you could chain 1 and then snip your yarn, pull it through, and there you go. Okay, so how to now get this to look nice. So we need a yarn needle and some of our white yarn. I'll zoom in so you can see. I'm actually going to weave in just here to hide the tail end. There we go. And then just work my way gently up to the centre, the 3rd chain. This means you don't get an unsightly knot in the centre. So we've got 1, 2 chains there. That's our middle chain there. If you just aim for that back loop behind the chain, and then we want to get the back loop of each of the centre 3 chains. So just insert your hook under the back and pull, not too tightly, find your 3 chains. Sorry, the 3rd chain. Insert your hook, insert your needle under that back bump, and then again find your 3rd chain, insert your needle, and just gently draw that together to close. Okay, so if I just lift this slightly, you can see now that's pulled those together really nicely. All we need to do is pop. Pull those together, and then you can just go under and over. Just don't make it too bulky, because the idea is you want these little loops to fall nicely. Okay, so there we are. And then just weave down in fact, I think, yes, we've come up from the front of that one. I would go through the front loops as well here. falls really nicely now. Just have a little fiddle about and to make it lie. There we are. And then what I'm trying to say is sew it however you like, but just make sure that they lay flat and they're just touching. And then weave down again so you don't get any knots or bumps, because this is the central part of your cushion, if you remember, and that will be sometimes when your eye might be drawn. And there you go. That's that little part finished. We'll have a peep at it now. I think you'll agree that's quite pretty. So what we need to do now is do the border. Well, we've already got quite a nice border here. That's if you did an extra row of single crochets. Okay, so we'll start the border now. So to start the border around the entire cushion, start with a standing half double crochet in any corner. Work 2 half double crochets in total in the corner, and then in that first stitch a half double in the back of the loop, and then all the way down in the back loop of the stitches in the row below. What this does, it gives it a nice finish. So you have like a little double row of raised stitches there. Okay, so I will meet you when you reach this central join here, and I'll show you how to work across this. So we've now reached the central part almost. This is the corner. That's your last stitch there, and this is the corner. So yarn over and work a stitch through the back of that stitch, and then we need to pop a stitch here, here and here as we work across. So just try and insert your hook through there, and again a half double, and then through there a half double, and through here another half double crochet, and then work your way all the way down doing half double crochets to the next corner. And you do 2 half double crochets, 2 chains, 2 half double crochets in each corner, and just work into the back loops of all the other stitches around. Okay, so I will meet you when you reach the final corner. I will just show you how to do the corners. Into the corner, half double crochet twice, chain 2 and half double crochet twice again, and then into the back of that first stitch a half double crochet, and into the back of each stitch along now. Okay, working over the little joins as we have done here, and I'll meet you at the end. So Now we've reached the end. Work 2 half double crochets into the corner, chain 1, and then slip stitch in that first half double crochet. Chain 1, snip your yarn, and then just pull through and then weave in. So I'm just going to remove this little blue background now so you can see. Here we've got more slippy surface so I can lay this down. And you have got your completed part of your cushion, the front part of the cushion. As it's quite a big cushion or pillow, I'll just get a little pillow. Okay, so this is the size, and we can just lay it over like so, and then I'll just show you here. Fits quite nicely. Now, in order to make it into a cushion, you could either sew this onto the front of an existing pillow, just doing some little tacking stitches along here, or you can make another one of these or a backing in plain crochet stitches and then put the wrong sides together and join the seams. So as I don't have another one, we'll just imagine that we have two, and you just lay the two on top of each other like this, and then work these taking the back loop and the front loops and working the back loop from this stitch here. If I just get my hook and show you, that's the back loop, and I have another video that shows you how to join, and I'll pop that in the description box. And you just do single crochets all the way down, and then these two would join nicely. They would sit alongside each other just like that, and you've got the nice little double ridge here and here, as you can see, all the way around. So it's quite decorative, and on one end of the pillow you could actually make some little ties, tie some little ribbons, or crochet some chains and attach those as ties, and just have one end open. Or you can tack along and then just know which side you've tacked along and untack that when you need to wash it. The other thing is you could just tack it, as I said, to a pre-existing pillow. So I hope that's been helpful and that you enjoy making a little cushion cover from this. Of course, you don't actually have to make 4. You can just keep going round using another round of little rosebuds if you wish, and just make 1, and then you don't have to join. Okay, now I do have another little swatch. I'll just nip and get that. So here's the other little piece I made, thinking that might make a nice little pillow or a cushion cover. It's exactly the same central part. I just haven't gone round with the rosebuds. Instead, what I've done is in every other stitch, popped a single crochet and 3 chains in between, and then in the corners I've just done a single crochet and 3 chains, and then a single crochet back into the corner, skipped a chain, and that gives quite a nice little border. That's quite a nice little border as well for blankets. So you could work another row, couple of rows. I'd recommend doing 3 because I think that gives a nice effect. Another 3 of these little chain arches, and then a final border. So that's just some ideas for pillow or cushion covers. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.